I think I've not said anything about comments today, and I should before I go to bed. And I was particularly interested in a comment by somebody who pulled me up for my pronunciation of schism. There are actually three pronunciations, all correct, of schism: schism, schism, and schism. And they all derive from a Greek word which means to break, to split. And that word came into English through Latin and through Italian. And I suppose I pick up the Italian pronunciation. I got into a habit of using that pronunciation when I was studying Byzantine church history, and I don't intend to change. Unlike the word schedule, which has a rivalry between British and American pronunciations. Schedule is the British, schedule is the American. The three pronunciations of schism or schism or schism are present in America and in Britain, and indicate a different etymology. I think there's such a wealth of different pronunciations that we shouldn't become tribal or snobbish about the different pronunciations, or even about the different spellings. We should celebrate the difference and be aware of where these differences come from. I I was also interested by somebody taking umbrage with my association with UKIP, which is quite true. I joined UKIP because I had been concerned that there had been rumours of racism, and these seemed like the playground pointing at people and calling them bad names because you didn't like what they were saying. And it seemed impossible to identify whether UKIP was genuinely racist without getting involved in it. And I was very lucky. I was asked to stand as a councillor and then to stand for a position as MP against an MP who had been my MP at one time and was certainly somebody I didn't like. So I was quite excited by that option. There was a lady called Andrea Leadsom. And in the process, a scandal erupted which made it quite clear there was racism. Also, by getting to that position, I was able to penetrate to the upper echelons of the system, and I saw all the National Front and EDL and these various people pottering around, manipulating the system. And I have no doubt at all that UKIP, like Reform, attracts a particular sort of bigot. And although the majority of the members of both Reform and UKIP were perfectly agreeable and pleasant individuals, that group of racists definitely existed. And one of them was an MEP who attacked Humza Yousaf, and I stood up for Humza, and I would do it again. And I made a fuss. So I think I did the right thing, and I was able to. I should have made more noise. I should have left it a little longer. I should have done more damage. I'm sorry I didn't. However, I equally thought there were problems with Europe. Not problems that were solved by Brexit, but certainly problems that were solved by drawing attention to the problems. I'd lived in Greece for many years, and I was concerned about the way that the northern states bullied the states in the south of Europe, and still do. But the Brexit experience has seriously lessened the problems in Europe. I don't know how long they will be lessened, because the problems certainly aren't resolved. And I'm sorry that Britain isn't there to help resolve them. But, as John Donne said, no man is an island, and Britain is the lesser for divorcing itself from the whole, from the continent, from Europe. And we cannot survive on our own. We have done ourselves grave damage, and nobody has been able to explain to me the Brexit benefits that came with 2016. I don't know whether this was because Brexit was poorly implemented or whether Brexit as a concept was genuinely bad. I think it was genuinely bad. That's my opinion. I don't know. But I am certainly confident in saying that the Brexit negotiated by Lord Frost was appalling, was the worst of all possible worlds. The Brexit negotiated by Theresa May was appalling. I don't know whether it could have been any better. Had it been done sooner, had it been done faster, had it been done more effectively, or had it been done more calmly? I don't know. But I dislike the tribalism that YouTube often seems to produce, with people thinking that I must be a supporter of Labour. I'm not. Or that I must be a supporter of Kemi Badenoch's Conservatives. I'm not. I'm definitely not. So I feel comfortable criticising both sides. I will not be held to this tribal standard. And I hope that I hope a little bit of this sort of objectivity is helpful. You can certainly question my what I'm saying. You can question my motives if you wish. I enjoy a variety of comments, and all I can say again and again and again is I don't endorse any tribalism. And if there's any political party that I favour at the moment, it's probably Rejoin, which is a small party that I hope will become more powerful over the next 10 years.